Greetings from sweet Jamaica. I'm back here in Westmoreland, hanging out at Rastafari Herbal Garden with my friend Sir Tom. I'll link the video we did last time exploring one small piece of the farm, exploring all the crazy fruits that he has going here. There's 200 different fruit trees. Doing a project called Fruitify the Islands where he's growing all different sort of tropical fruits from all over the world. Rare varieties, common varieties, local varieties, completely foreign ones that are given a chance to grow over here, but every season is different. Every week is even different with what you can harvest on the farm. So we're gonna go have a look around, take another walk, and just see what is in season right now. It's a beautiful sunny morning. It's probably gonna get crazy rainy later, and we're just gonna explore and see what we have in the local vicinity as far as fruits and plants and any other interesting thing we find as well. And look who we got here. We got young Echo. Echo, you gonna join us on the hike? I bet you are. Echo comes on every single journey with Tom. Got some chicken friends. Sir Tom. Back.
Welcome back, man.
Thanks, man. I'm loving it already.
I see you're up early getting some footage and make use of the morning mystic light.
Yeah, it was mystical this morning with literally the mist all over the property, like craziest looking morning with the sun and mist ever. So you don't want to miss the day here.
No, you get up here after sunrise, you miss half the day.
Yeah,
kind of, especially in the rain season. You will see that later.
All right. Yeah, because it's looking gorgeous right now, but we're gonna find out, right?
Yeah, it's rain time. We usually get rain between 11 and 2. Find out today how it goes. You see, I gear up for the bush.
Yeah, proper bushman tool.
Water boot, because we might go in a bit wetter area.
All right.
So we're going this way.
Yeah, it's a very, very magical place, Tom.
And here we probably can get you a fruit later, but that's close by the house. We wait with that. Star apple. You know star apple?
Yes, I would love to, though, to get some close shots of it, because I don't think I have any good stuff on video.
Perfect. We find one. The season is coming to an end.
Yeah.
But we are lucky this tree have a late season. Usually they say, oh, after Easter no more star apple, but this one kind of just kicks in around Easter time.
Okay, nice.
So yeah.
We're walking a different direction than we did last time.
Yeah, 180-degree difference.
Okay. Yeah, beautiful morning here, man.
Here are some more successful experiments.
What are these ones?
This is limeberry. That actually already bear in this thing. This is mulberry.
Oh, mulberries. We have a lot of those in Canada. So that becomes like a huge tree, doesn't it?
Yeah, you see the mother tree here.
Oh.
When I was living in New York, I lived in Brooklyn, and they had a mulberry tree in Prospect Park. They probably still do. And that was huge, but 200 years old. This one is only 20.
Does it get the white berries on it?
No, purple ones.
Purple ones, okay. Yeah. We get both in Canada, yeah.
Yeah, you get the white ones too?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They grow in the downtown streets in the neighborhood. I can walk by neighbors and just start picking mulberries.
Okay.
And most people don't even know what they are. They walk right by them. They just rot on the ground. So.
The same in Prospect Park. Yeah. Like I used to ride my bicycle there, and under the tree it stink like a winery because all the fruits are there rotten in. Yeah. And I fill my belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just missed this season. We had a good crop, but it's kind of finished now.
So we're going deep right away. Getting into the forest here. Ooh. There's the Belimbing.
I don't know if we get that last time.
I forget if we did. We might have talked about it, but yeah, I heard it called sour barge. That's the one. I think we did get into it because that's the one they use in the curries. Boom. It's a super sour one, but used in all the rendangs and curries.
Yes, I use that regularly. I think coconut and Belimbing is what I use mostly.
I think I gotta try one while I'm here.
Selected by nature, that's a bit soft. That's the best stage to use. And I had one guest here one time from Arizona, and he said that's his favorite fruit.
Yeah, yeah, you never know whose favorite.
Likes what.
Yeah. I normally eat them like green and crunchy, but I think I had the soft one last time I here. It was pretty good. When it's this soft, it reminds me of a very soft starfruit. That's the kind of texture that reminds me of.
The texture, yes, a bit more sour.
I like it. This one's actually a little sweeter than I was expecting.
Yeah, when they're in that stage, that's the perfect stage to use them. And I use them in salads, I use them in stews, seasoned rice, like yesterday in the dinner it was in there. I use like 5, 6 of them just for flavor. Another name for them is tree cucumber.
Oh, yeah.
So you can use them similar. I love them in salads.
Belimbing or sour barge. Maybe that's the Portland name for it, sour barge.
Possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here you see the Annotto. This is finished now. They're getting ready for the new season soon. This is from last year.
What is Annotto used for again?
It's a seasoning, but it is used more for giving the food color.
Ah, okay.
And the color is also the medicinal part. It's the same ingredient that is in watermelon and tomato. And according to Google, it's the biggest natural cancer fighter that we have in the plant kingdom.
Oh.
Yeah, Annotto, it's very concentrated. I don't really like to not have it around.
Look at the hummingbird right there. Right on the orange plant, on the berry there. Oh, they just flew away. It was on the lobster claw or whatever you call it.
Did you get him?
I don't know, I think so. So many hummingbirds already this morning. Yeah, what do you call these ones, Tom? I hear so many different names for them. The red and orange.
Haliconia and banana flowers. And I had a florist here from my hometown. She was from Switzerland, but she worked in my hometown for a short period. And she told me they sell those flowers for €25 over
Damn!
there. And I chopped them down, use them to mulch the trees. I guess they have to fly them in from far. So
yeah.
I don't think the person who grows them gets that much money.
We got some bananas here.
Yes, a couple of banana trees. This is a miracle fruit tree.
Ah, that's the one we saw last time, yeah.
Yes, and then, you know, I always have a little flowers in between. This one there is posing perfectly for you.
Yeah.
Ginger lily. The roots have a little ginger flavor, but they're just from the same family.
Okay.
Botanically speaking. Here you see young giant lemons. And you see they're already bigger than normal lemons, and they will grow dramatically more in size.
Yeah, those are like huge orange size ones.
They will get almost like head size.
Yeah? Head size lemons?
Yes, yes, yes. You might find one from the last season somewhere.
Are they as sour as the normal lemons?
Very similar in taste.
Okay.
I would say they may have a little perfume flavor to it.
Okay.
And otherwise they're the same.
I mean, we were just seconds away from the house, really. And already so many different foods and options and fruits and cool birds. I hope we run into the peacocks later. They're really funny. They're sort of climbing around on the roof and jumping down into a tree all morning. So you just have the morning coffee and watch the peacocks fly around you. They make a crazy sound. I hope I can catch it on camera too. They sound like a car horn or something.
More like a truck horn.
Yeah, like a truck horn.
Or one of them big boats on the river, huh?
And you said it can go like 5K away. You can hear them sometimes?
My neighbors, they tell me they hear them and they're across the river in the other village or other part of the village. I read that you can hear it up to 5 kilometers.
Yeah.
So this is not quite that far, but I hear them sometimes out on the road. It's like 1.5 kilometers. Yeah, they're quite noisy. And what's funny is they don't like to hear other noise.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they will react like, you know, sometimes when the phone rings, they answer too. So it's really interesting how they move. It's actually one of the reasons why I have the peacocks is because they're very alert and they will let even the dog know that there's somebody is in the area. So they're kind of observant.
Huh. A pre-alarm, a pre-dog alarm.
Yeah.
Alright, venturing through the bush. This is a huge thicket of banana. Look how big these ones are.
And this is actually a very interesting banana. This is the grandmother of all bananas here.
Yeah?
Yes, this one have seeds in it.
Oh,
Somebody sell me this as a plantain sucker, which plantain will grow like more like this, like one after the other.
Yeah.
I planted it and I didn't see nothing come, and now a few years later, this is a huge thing, and this all come out from one plant that I planted. They use this kind of banana to shield the food bananas because they are more standing up to the wind and breeze. So they plant them around the edges. And I guess they would be perfect if they use now the bananas to make fake hair and fibers and building materials. It's all kind of different things. So to have use for that. The banana itself, I'm not sure if I find one in your stay here. The flavor is actually very nice, but it's full of seeds.
Okay.
It's like somebody shot in your mouth with a shotgun. You have 100 of little round things in your mouth, but the flavor around them is quite nice.
I mean, that's original banana without seeds.
Yeah.
So you can see up top there a bit of it, but very high up. These are very tall for banana trees, I would say.
Like 5 meters. And this is like a never-ending work, especially now in the rain season. It grows so quick here.
All right, so this is the
Blackberry Jam Fruit.
What? Yeah, it looks like it.
And now let's find out what you have to say about the taste. Okay, cheers.
Ching. So very much jam-like. Looks like it's filled up a little seed with jam. Pretty crazy looking. That is just like getting your spoon in the jar and just taking a swig of jam. Maybe less sugar and a lot of little seeds inside, but you could totally just take that, stick a knife in, spread it on your toast. And which plant is it, Tom? Can you show me again?
This one here.
Very kind of unassuming small seeds.
You can see, I don't know if you can manage to find.
Oh yeah, there we go, there's one. Wow.
Yeah, the season is coming to an end. It's in the dry season, it's mostly bearing. Yeah, by the way, this one here is a cashew tree next to it. Struggling a bit because it doesn't really get the sun it needs.
And there's what the seeds look like, so got lots of seeds in it. It tastes like jam even as far as the texture goes, because if you get some jam with the blackberry seeds in it, I have that exact same feeling in my mouth right now with the seeds from the fruit itself. Trippy one, not even a berry, it's like the inside already mashed up for you.
People say, oh, but what's in it in a small fruit like that? And then I can just tell you what my brethren tell me when I introduce them to those little berries I have around here. And they said, Tommy, those are your pills. Eat those, you never have to take none from your doctor. And he was a doctor. People ask what's in those fruits, and Google have all the information. I just can tell you generally, they're full of enzymes, vitamins, minerals. Real food for real people.
For real.
I have to say. That doesn't fill your belly, but it gives you something towards the nutrients that you require for the day. And I don't know, maybe we don't even know the fullness that is there in all these fruits and berries. The medicinal water, I call it, the liquid from it. I just know that when I go for a tour in the farm, it's going to be interesting for you today. Like, yeah, you have a little snack here, a little snack here, a little snack here, and you never really get hungry. You don't really eat a lot, but you get your snacks throughout the day.
Just getting little, like you said, little boosts along the way.
This is a very special tree as well here. And you come a bit too early to try it, but you come in the right time to see the young fruits.
Oh yeah, something's loving it.
Yeah, this is Santol. You can see the fruit here.
I think I've heard this one before, but I don't know anything about it. Santol.
It's the heaviest bearing fruit tree on the planet. They claims it can have up to 23,000 fruits, a mature tree. I don't know how old a mature tree is. I can just tell you that this tree bear about for the 6th or 7th year now. It started with 3 or 4 fruits, and now last year it had fruits I couldn't manage them. And it's always a bit tricky too, because the fruits are green, you don't really see all of them. All of a sudden they turn color, they turn like yellowish orange, and then you see plenty of them. You need to pick them if you want to sell them, but if you just have them to eat, you just come around the tree, the ripe ones will drop. They can eat the same day, the next day, maybe 2-3 days, and they will spoil. That's probably one of the reasons why you don't see much of them in the supermarkets. They don't really have a long shelf life.
Got it.
Sometimes I don't know what causes it, but this tree and this tree planted at the same time. Look at how much bigger this one is.
Yeah, and they're right in the same area too.
Same area, planted at the same time. This one was hauled down by the bush one time.
Hmm.
But those are also ingrafted trees, so I don't know if it has anything to do with that.
What kind of trees are they?
Those are sweet starfruit.
Sweet starfruit.
Yeah.
No fruit yet. Into the banana bush.
Yeah, that's exactly what we find. Look.
Ah!
And then this.
Oh, there's a chocolate or cocoa.
Yeah.
So we got the cocoa type football and a nice big seed of banana. So that would have just came down in the wind or something?
This, yeah, they drop sometimes. This one is not a seeded banana, but it also has some seeds sometimes.
Okay.
Not as many as the other one. Comes in my bag, that's why I carry this. Later we make a smoothie from it.
Fruit bag. Looks like this has seen some action, Tom.
More than most city people will see in their lifetime.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's the thing with, you know, the stains, they are pretty persistent.
Yeah.
So all your nearly white shirt won't be much more longer in that state.
That's okay, this one's already got holes in it.
Okay.
Whoa, big one. Oh, looks like the rats got at it. Or someone got at it.
Still get one. Freshest banana you ever have. We call that Bullfrog Banana or White House Banana.
Okay. The texture on these different varieties of bananas is amazing because it's so different from the Cavendish ones you always get at the grocery store. Softer texture, creamier texture, completely different tastes. Like the amount of different flavors of banana kind of blows my mind here. Mmm. It's like a ice cream like texture almost.
Yes.
Mmm. I sense some little seeds inside. Tiny, tiny.
And sometimes you get some bigger ones too. I love them to make smoothies because they're very sweet. Something I'm really glad. And then it's also a benefit. It doesn't sell well, so people don't really steal that banana, which is also an advantage. Not yet. When food shortages come, maybe that change. You know? But right now, people don't really take those.
How heavy would you reckon that is?
15 pounds.
Nice.
Not really so good. And I guess the smaller amounts, up to 2-3 pounds, I can guess pretty well. But it's sizable.
So like, kind of like seed, not quite seeded,
those are small seeds.
but something in there. Natural. Because you certainly don't find that in the Cavendish at the grocery store.
We have about 1,200 different varieties of banana on the planet. And those are all coming from the grandmother and another one. And, you know, different, I don't know, over generations and generations of breeding, little variations. Yeah, we have them in all color. From blue, red, yellow, green. It's a human experiment.
Yeah.
The seeded banana, I actually sent some of them to the banana headquarters from the World Food Organization. Somebody gave me an email address of his and I asked him if he know that banana. And he was surprised because he said, usually they don't have no flesh, just seeds. And I said, no, this one have some flesh and some very nice tasting one. So he asked me to send him some seeds, which I did.
Nice.
I never get no results back yet from if they catch or what's the story. But I'm kind of proud to be part of this genome collection business.
There's a book coming out, I think called Bananas of the World by a guy in New York named Anthony Basil Rodriguez. And I don't know him personally, but he's a friend of a friend, or a couple guys that I know in Toronto that know him. But he's like compiled this book trying all the different bananas of the world. Whoa. So we'll have to look him up later. I'll link him below. We'll link the book because I'm sure both of us would love to read that one.
That's a good job to have.
Yeah. just travels all over documenting the different bananas. So
yeah, there's some amazing ones. I have about 12, 13 different varieties here on the land. I just get one kind of struggles, so I don't know if I will have it in a couple of years. And you know, there are reasons why some bananas only grow some places.
yeah.
The climate, you know, here we are in a very wet area in Jamaica, so sometimes we lose things to fungus. And then the other one is less care, because I only have 2 hands.
Yeah.
There's more work that could be done to care them better.
Right. You like it too there, Echo? You love it.
And look, this is actually the mature seed of that banana.
Ah. Full size, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. So you find 1 or 2, sometimes 6 or 7 in those kind of banana. And this is another unfinished project of mine, you know. I would really like to plant those seeds, especially in an area, care them, and then see what really happens, if there are variations in them. But yeah, I try to kind of plant them sometime. I haven't really documented it properly. I never see those hatch. But the seeded ones, I can show you a couple places where they hatch like crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, they work like that. Second part of your breakfast, huh?
Okay.
Echo, you want one more? Yeah.
Bananas for all. There he goes.
So why he have to eat banana and all those modern dogs get to eat meat? That's why he looks young and strong and healthy.
All right, round 2. Let's see if we get any more seeds. Not yet, just tasting good. Explosion of flavor. Mmm. No. Oh, you got one?
Now sure we'll get another one.
Hey, there we go. As nature intended.
Maybe I get mine in my last bite. You get lucky too.
I got a good seed on that one, so full size.
You get one too?
Yep. Banana seed right there. Rare in today's world. You can just crunch the seeds up, they taste fine.
This part I let it stay for a little bit longer till it quails.
Yeah.
Because there's still energy feeding into the other suckers.
Into the young one, yeah?
Yes.
So that's like the...
So when they get quail, you see them shrivel up, then I take them out. Actually I can show you on this one, make an exception. Then we chop them down very low.
Boom.
And when you do that, then the water doesn't soak into the root, which can spoil the bananas. And behind you see a miniature June plum.
Oh yeah.
It's a few weeks before it's ready.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how small the tree is, but it's still bearing.
Yeah, this is the miniature version.
Oh yeah.
And you can go backwards to the blossom. You see the different stage. One a bit smaller and then the blossom up there.
Here's the blossom up top. Blossom and fruit.
And then we chop down something so beautiful like this, because we want to see another kind of banana flowers.
Oh, different color than usual.
Yeah. And those are also shorter, they don't really grow tall. And then you see I always have a little beauty.
Yeah, I love these psychedelic ones.
That's what I call them.
Yeah. Purple, purple, purple. Purple
Persian
drink.
Shield.
Yeah.
Is their official name.
Persian shield. Okay, I like that.
So we are going down this way here.
All right, into the valley we go.
Yes. Be careful.
Yep.
Might be sliding.
The sun is still out, it's still in our favor. Still, you know, mid-morning, I would say. Whoop. Oh, I see some Otaheite apples. Lots of Otaheite apples everywhere. Holy! Jeez. Look at this.
Way too many.
Yeah.
So many that the tree drops some young ones.
Yeah.
But that should be the color that we're getting them at.
Look at these flies. There's so many fruit flies. It looks like they're floating. I wonder if I can even catch them on camera. They're so small. Like a cloud of them.
Yeah, this one, it's a bit spoiled.
Look how many on the tree still. Just thick. I don't think I've ever seen that many on a tree.
Small piece of this edible.
Yeah.
You can try.
So I know this one pretty well because in Indonesia they have them quite common. And when I'm there in the wintertime, it's in season. So they call it jambu. But you know what's interesting too? In certain parts of Sumatra where I go, they actually call this fruit Jamaica because they associate it with Jamaica somehow. So it grows naturally there. Maybe it's even originally from South Pacific, but they call it the Jamaica or the jambu.
I hear the official name is Otaheite apple.
Otaheite apple, Tahiti apple. It's super juicy. It kind of reminds me of like a pear texture. More pear-like than apple, but again, it's not really one or the other. It's just sort of slight similarity. It really is its own kind of taste and texture, I would say.
So I put the banana down.
Okay.
Help me remember to pick it up.
Okay.
When we not coming back this way, which I don't know exactly how that's gonna go yet.
All right. Sell it in Europe, 20 euro.
Yeah, maybe 60 in Canada. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Then we just put it here to decorate the walkway for a while. Eh?
All right.
This is the Japoticaba tree. Remove a parasite. Bromelia. They make nice flowers, but we don't really want them on the fruit trees. In Jamaica we call them false pine.
Okay.
This is the dwarfed ice cream bean. I hope it gives you a little taste. It's kind of also out of season now, so sometimes they are spoiled, and this one looks spoiled.
Too softy.
Only seeds left.
Ready to make another tree.
Yeah. Down there is space for it. Maybe you get a tiny little taste from this one here.
All right, we'll try it. We're gonna find a corner of it. Sweet, fleshy, just a little flavor in the mouth, almost like a foamy texture.
The dwarf one is kind of finished now, but now the bigger one, the giant ones are coming in.
Okay.
So we'll get a taste of that. Here is another kind of slidey area.
Okay.
And here you see the next,
Oh, I see
the giant lemon again.
giant lemon. Easy.
You see, talk about
Good
that.
save. Whoa. Is that big yellow one up there? Is that the same?
That's the mature one.
Whoa. They're huge.
And look at this here.
Oh, big termite nest, huh?
This is here at least 6 or 7 years.
Whoa.
And people tell me I should burn it and destroy it, but I don't have the heart to do it. It's an experiment like many things in my life here. I don't want to destroy it because parrots make nests in them.
Oh.
And I already find quite a few parrot nests. I don't know if this one have one there right now.
Is that the green parrot that you see in Jamaica sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
None is there right now, but you can see here that the marks here,
Oh, wow.
going up here, that's their highway.
Look at all of them.
Experiments going, but that's part of life too. I'm gonna pick one of those there.
Those are gigantic, man. Those are bigger than grapefruits.
Other one too.
Okay.
Because if I don't, they drop and roll down the gully and I never find them.
Yeah. Oh, save it.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty big lemon. You ever seen a lemon as big as a head? Or close to as big as a head? Whoa, smells
And they
amazing.
do get bigger sometimes. So that,
But definitely more than a handful.
yeah. It's also a little bit of a fake, you know, because the skin is pretty thick. So
Ah, okay.
the inside the lemon is not quite that big.
I see.
But a very nice flavor. I had a friend who worked in the hotel industry and he said this is the best lemon to make lemonade. I guess because you have to squeeze less because of the size, and the flavor is very nice.
Like a pomelo, you know, like they're so huge, but again, the skin is very thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one sometimes even thicker.
Okay.
I plan to use one. Tomorrow I'm gonna introduce it to my vitamin booster drinks, where I use like ginger, turmeric, lemon, belimbing, a little cayenne pepper. That was my corona medicine, very effectively. I never have no issues. Natural power here. Here, this is a mango tree that bear for the first time this year. But I think we missed the season. It's kind of finished now. Problem I'm having is a good one to have. I had to empty the bag. We find too much already.
Yeah.
I don't want to carry that all the way in the farm and back, so I make a little deposit.
All right, so here's the different first round. Sweating, but feels good. I'd rather have the sun than the rain currently. Last time we had to do this in the rain and it was not easy.
And you see here, I prune my little flowers and I'm gonna just stick it here.
Yeah, that easy.
That easy.
Bam!
It just has to be done. It's something that amazes me here regularly. How easy life can be when you're organized and do things at the right time. You do that in the dry season, it's not so effective. You do that in the rain season, 95% they catch.
Chop, chop.
So it's about timing and, you know, what I call, what we're doing, a bit slower than usual because of the filming, but I call that a conscious walk in the garden. You know, you reap, you care, you prune, and the next time you come, you see results. You see something that was probably a year or so ago.
Yeah. That is a beautiful looking leaf. Oh my gosh. Look at the color on that.
I think we have to thank the Belgian people for this. They breed them into all kind of varieties.
That is like one of the coolest looking leaves, like modern art style. That is wild looking. Red and black. So another experiment going on?
Yeah, this is a dwarf ice cream bean, but totally in the shade from this.
Oh.
National tree, blue Mahoe.
Uh-huh.
And this is a tree I planted. And
Yeah.
look how he outgrew me.
Whoa. That's some time in JA.
And there was another one down here. This is the same kind. And the one down there is the baby from the one that we cut. And the one we cut there actually make the bed that you sleep in up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the blue Mahoe. Is there another tree called Lignum vitae that's also a national tree, or?
One is the national tree, one is the national flower.
Ah, okay, I see.
So yeah. The Lignum vitae, I try to plant it here. It doesn't like it here, it's too wet. But this one here, it thrives. One of them days we're gonna cut this and make some furniture for the expansion of the project. And then those trees behind it will get more light. Gonna mash up some fruit trees in the process.
Yeah. Oh well, they'll come back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Better than before because they will have the full sun. Look, I lose another $20.
Just stacking it today. Cash stacks.
Up here was the first Mahoe. We reaped that one, and this is the baby from it.
Huh.
So this is gonna stay for a while.
Pretty big still. Just keep on hiking through here. Still dry, mostly, luckily. Oh, there you are, Echo. Echo's still following.
Yeah, he is a follower.
Yeah,
My
Echo.
last dog, he was a leader. He would always be in the front. Echo don't really do that. Sometime when we go out on the road.
Getting into the valley here.
Yeah, it's a bit of an issue here. That lemon tree here struggles a bit because it gets too much shade. I lose 2 lemon trees here. So I have to put something else in that area. But then you see the success again, which is so successful it's hard to reap. I don't know if you can see the ice cream beans on that tree over there.
Oh, way across there?
Difficult to reap because they're so high up.
I'll try to bring the picking drone next time if it exists.
Ah, that would be, oh God. I already remember you forever now, and then I would have to remember you twice. This is one of my better avocado trees. The problem with it, it's so good, it bears so much that the limbs regularly pop. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I hope that it will change. You know, now that it was pruned itself a couple of times, but this was at least the third time now that I lose. Last year I lose a lot of avocado.
Yeah, not the easiest access either.
No.
It's up above, kind of on the valley.
Because avocados drop.
Ah, okay.
And then 3 days later they're ready to eat, so it's not an issue.
Well, I thought they'd like roll down the hill, that'd be the problem.
Yeah, but then you go look for them. Sometimes I make some barriers, put the banana trunks.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. And behind it you see another apple tree, fully bearing there.
More psychedelics everywhere.
This is another special tree. This is yellow Japoticaba.
What? I never heard of that one.
No, that's kind of rare. And the problem with this one is it's also a bit in a place that is too shady. I hope to get a few more seeds out of it so I can replant it on a better place.
Is there any fruits on it yet?
I'm looking, I haven't seen
I see the little bromeliads.
Yeah.
You want those off?
Yes, they definitely are not necessary. And this is, you see some of the trees that we have here. Guava is a special one, pimento. They shed the bark regularly. This one doesn't do it, and that's why it collects those bromeliads. I found one fruit on another tree a couple of days ago.
Is it the season for them or?
No, not yet. Here I have to do some pruning up here so more sun reaches it.
I see something nice.
Okay.
Sugar pine.
Found an old friend.
Yeah. And I've had a lot of pineapple, a lot of places in the world. Here's the best.
Serious?
Best I've ever had is here. I don't know which variety I had, but I've had some of the craziest, best tasting pineapple. And I don't mean overly sweet, like too crazy sugary. I mean, when you think of the pineapple taste, like just packed with that taste.
Yeah. And none of the sensation where it kind of burns you
Exactly.
inside. Yeah.
Just pure niceness.
Yeah. My mother says the same thing. Same thing about the grapefruit, the same thing about the pine. We have a couple in the kitchen. We'll eat one later.
Nice. And yeah, watch the leaves on this one because it'll mash you up like a saw. If you have a better tasting sugar pine or pineapple place, tell me because I want to visit and test it out. Because so far for me, JA, #1. And they only grow one per plant, right?
Yes, but then the same mother plant makes another shoot out. But this one here that you see, those leaves only feed one plant.
Okay.
The other one will come shoot out somewhere on the bottom.
Huh.
I'm wondering if you see that somewhere.
There's another big one.
Come to the right spot, man.
Oh, I see some starfruit.
Yeah, look, we come too late for that one. But there's backup.
Big one.
Tested by nature. And funny enough, that's how I like to taste my fruits.
Yeah?
Yeah, because then you know they're ready.
If someone else is in it, you know it's good?
Yeah, you cut off that part naturally. So, one little piece here.
Yeah.
Hold your share.
Oh, yeah.
And those benefit when you pick them and put them down for 2-3 days, they get sweeter. Especially in the rain season, you can... Nice.
That's a good one. Juicy. Belimbing, as I know it. Super juicy, kind of apple-like too a little bit, but apple in flavor, not texture. Texture is very much softer, still chewy, not as like granular as an apple. Take a few for later.
Yeah, if you have to go reap your fruits every day, sometimes it gets tiresome. So sometimes it's good to bring some to the house. That was a present from a friend of mine. He bring me this circumpost tree and I planted it probably 20 years ago.
I don't think I know this one.
She said a green long fruit, so that must be it.
What's the name again?
Wompy.
Wompy.
Yeah. It's a bit sourish. This is the most I ever see bear. Like it kind of bears everywhere now. Usually it was just like one limb here, one limb there, but I try to carry better and it helps. I see some on it.
Yeah?
See one big one there?
Oh.
See one smaller one here?
Yeah, what is it?
Araza.
Huh.
One of the few trees I have that actually kind of can bear in the shade.
Never heard of it. So, Araza.
It's a sourish fruit.
Oh, it came off. I just touched it and it popped
Very
off.
good.
Yeah?
Very good.
I didn't even mean to pick it. It just kind of jumped off.
That's what you say now. You know, I can get to charge you for larceny there now. No, this looks like it's soon ready. Sour fruit. That one don't scent yet. When they're ripe, they have a little scent of mango. Don't taste nothing sweet or nothing like mango though, but the scent, yes.
Interesting one.
So,
We'll
put that on the table and watch it ripe.
Yeah, we'll save it.
Thanks to Matthew.
It must have wanted to get eaten. It just jumped into my hand.
You can also see here, it is a tree that multiplies itself. Those are all young trees from fruits that I missed. So they hatch quite easily.
Do you know where this one is from? Because I've never even heard of it. Is it a natural to Jamaica one?
I have to admit that I do not know.
Okay.
What do you think from the name, Araza? What does that sound like?
I mean, it sounds like South American or something to me, but
Very
who knows?
possible.
Yeah.
That's the beauty. You know, on this land I have fruit trees from the tropical regions from all around the globe. And this is kind of what inspires me to do this idea, Fruitify the Islands. You know, I get such good comments for the varieties that I have here, and I know that I'm scratching the surface. So the possibilities are there. So, you know, if we could get, and I actually tried to get the Jamaican army involved, if we could change the armed forces to defend not against crime but against food shortages by having soldiers work with schools, go into what we have in Jamaica, crown land, plant trees, maybe just for the birds to start with, you know, but in time people will find the benefits. It happened to me in this community. When I first come here with black sapote, nobody want to touch it, and now people ask for it. Quite a few trees like that. And it's not even a crisis yet. I know like ice cream bean have edible seeds, just like jackfruit. I know when there's a food shortage, people will get creative and create dishes, which is another thing we want to touch on later. You know, what I had to learn here to really make life possible here without eating animals.
Is the black sapote around in season now?
We're going to check the tree. That's the last stop. We're going down.
Oh, wow.
I think we should find some.
Okay, this is great because I've been coming here for so many years, and my friend Colin in Mulberry was the one who told me, black sapote, you have to try it. It's like a chocolate pudding, and it's absolutely incredible. And I've tried sapote, but I've never got to try this black sapote.
For the worst emergency, I have a couple frozen ones in the freezer to make smoothie.
So I'm going to get it. Yes.
You definitely will get it in smoothie. I hope we can get a couple of the tree as well.
Okay. I keep hearing the hummingbird whizzing by my head. I just heard him again. But they're so hard to capture on camera. They're so small and so fast.
Playing hide and seek.
Hide and seek, but I just love hearing that right by my ear. So maybe if I get lucky, maybe with a long lens, I can find one later. But I've seen like 4 or 5 today. The purple one, Dr. Bird with the long green tail, which is endemic to Jamaica, which is such a cool one because it's like one of the craziest looking hummingbirds with a long green kind of forked tail. I did a video about that near Mulberry. I'll put a link to that one too.
This is a young tree that I have never bear yet. There's 2 of them here. I'm not sure if I say the name right. Achachuna or something in that direction.
Okay.
Related to lemon drop mangosteen, looks very similar.
Ooh.
I'm really curious to see the fruits. I have one bigger tree, two bigger trees near the house, but those two here looking okay now.
Hey Echo, are these mosquitoes bugging you? You're alright.
Never stand up when you can sit down, never sit when you can lay down. And he does it.
Yeah. Your dad used to say that?
Yes, that was his mantra. Yeah.
Sounds like a relaxed guy.
Yes, also very busy, active doing things,
but if he had the option,
you take
the option.
He would take his nap. Actually, it was he who teach me how to nap. Yes, like he would come home from work for lunch. My mother would drink her coffee and read the newspaper after eating, and he would take a nap and then drink his coffee cold afterwards, very quick. Then go back to work.
Right. I always love these ones. They look like the cocoa leaf, but a different.
They are cocoa flowers.
Ah, just beautiful.
That was a very tall tree, actually two very tall trees.
Hmm.
And Hurricane Beryl clipped them. And this was actually a surprise to me because, you know, I was in the house, I was in the room you're staying during the hurricane, and I was, oh, this is really not too bad, probably no damage. And then I go in the farm and I see big trees like this pop off.
Whoa.
But I think you noticed up by the house, it's like trees all around, bushes all around, and it looks like that kind of pushed the breeze on top of the house. I saw a few limbs break, but no serious damage.
Just out here, like maybe channeled down the valley too?
Hurricanes are unpredictable, but definitely it came from this side, so it looks like maybe it come up the valley a bit. And yeah.
I see more beautiful Tahiti apple.
Yeah, we're gonna pick.
Oh, Tahiti. These look gorgeous here. Look at that one.
Yeah. Thanks to the tree being popped, they bear bigger fruits on the bottom, huh?
Yeah.
It's always a benefit.
Just like Tom said, you just eat breakfast along the way, a little boost of energy as we go. Perfect.
Special, I find the first one.
The dark one, true.
I'm gonna keep the tax for myself.
Fair enough. Yeah, the dark red ones tend to be nicer. Super juicy, meaty texture on this one.
Try to find the one that dropped in this mess. I think this was it.
That was a delicious one.
Huh?
For real.
Tell you. In the rain season, imagine that now coming here in the dry season, they're twice as sweet.
I'm gonna save that one for after.
To be honest, the nicest way to have it is juice.
You like it juiced, yeah?
Yeah, ginger and that together.
I don't think I've ever juiced it.
Okay. That's the thing, you know, you need a good amount to make it.
Yeah,
worthwhile.
yeah. And you do mean it? You do it in a blender, right?
No,
No?
by hand.
Okay.
You just squeeze them up.
Come on, Echo. You're getting hot, Echo.
You don't have to call him, he will come. That's one thing for sure. See that growing back nicely now? That's a black sapote.
Oh. So we're descending further into the valley here. You can feel a little bit of coolness now. Actually, as the moisture kind of settles in the valley and you really feel that difference. One thing I notice here in the hills compared to being in the flats or by the seaside, it really does cool off more at night. Very comfortable here at night. You don't need the fan, you don't need an air con. It's just...
I'm telling you, you come here in January, you want the cover. 12 degrees Celsius is the coldest I ever measured.
What?
Seriously.
Unbelievable. I've never seen that here before. But I've definitely come to JA and
15, 16 every winter. 12, that's the record I ever measured. I don't think I see that more than twice.
Yeah, if you come here in December, January, February at night, and if you're in the hills, it can definitely get, I'll call it cold, not even just cool. You want a hoodie, you need a blanket. Like, I've been here in the winter and like put on 2-3 t-shirts because I thought, oh, it's just Jamaica, it's gonna be warm. And then at night I was...
What I tried to do, put them across. So any debris come down, kind of help catch it.
see these little berry ones.
That is Lipote. Tree originally come from the Philippines. I heard it's getting rare there, and it's pretty much unknown in the Western Hemisphere. And this is a second generation. The mother tree is in the area where we go last time. It wasn't in season, and now you see it here.
I see berries everywhere.
Yeah, and you want to see them purple like this here. Those are the ready ones.
Dark to the light. Interesting how it's kind of like on the inside of the tree. So I can try some.
Yeah, inside of the tree because it's a young tree.
Ah, okay.
When it's a mature tree, they're gonna be way outside. Our girlfriend used to sell them as blueberries in the market, and people love them. And this is the perfect one here to eat.
All right.
You see when they start to crack a bit?
Ah, nice.
Try that one.
Pro tip.
Yeah.
My first lipote.
It's actually related to our Jamaican apple.
That is a really different kind of taste. It's almost like a blueberry on steroids. Like the skin's kind of thick and gives it kind of a strong taste, but it's got a juicy berry-like inside. Kind of a crunch to it.
Yeah.
This one must make a really good juice.
That together with pineapple.
Oh, I have never had that one. There's small seeds in it, but they crunch up very easily.
Yeah, and they can, when you juice them, they come out.
The inside kind of pink. Huh. Straight from Philippines. There you go. Yeah, I've never seen those in a market even. Nothing.
Yeah, this is a very not so popular fruit yet. If I get enough for the juice. Would be nice to have something like that along the highways,
Yeah.
because it's not something that you absolutely need. But the beauty about this is when this tree blossoms, the colibris and some other birds, they're in there fighting for the nectar. It's crazy. Like 4, 5, 6 different birds actually fighting for the flowers. So what's wrong with sometimes plant something for the birds, huh?
Yeah.
And it have benefits for us after.
Yeah, and who knows the side benefits of the birds getting that and then eating other seeds, dropping them somewhere else, helping some other plant out. You never know the sort of downstream effect.
I think it's too much for our little brains to comprehend. I mean, look how nature is being studied. There's for each species there are various people who just focus on that species. And then the interaction, that's a whole new different thing. I had this crazy experience here, you know. I find a bird, I see him in the 29 years that I'm here soon. I see that bird maybe 10 times, usually early in the morning or at dusk in the evening. And I come nearby and it's gone. And it's a sizable brown bird. So a couple of years ago I get a bird book, and then one time the bird was in my front yard and it actually was just sitting there and I could observe it, really get a good look. So I said, okay, now I'm gonna look in my book. Huh? Go from beginning to the end, couldn't find it. I said, this is strange. I go to the book again, couldn't find it. I said, bird in Jamaica, I couldn't find it, that's strange. Then I go a little bit further back to where the extinct birds are, or haven't seen in a while, and there it was. I said, like, you know, don't publish that too far, because I don't want this to be declared a sanctuary and I cannot move freely again. But last time it was seen was 1910 in an area not far from here, towards Bluefields, up in the hills. So it makes sense, you know. It could really be a bird that science think is extinct or hardly ever seen, and it's on this land.
And you'd only see it if you were here for that amount of time.
I mean, I saw it about 10 times in 25 years. So it's not something that's plentiful, for sure. But it's still here.
Somewhere.
And that's the thing, you know, I don't know if you're aware of that, but Jamaica has been regreening itself because less people do farming, there's less destruction in the mountains, people drawn to the towns, to the cities. So that was a guy from the United Nations that I met. He said like Jamaica don't really have a deforestation problem now. There are pockets, yes, with the mining and things, but that can be resolved. And so this area here, it's a perfect example. I mean, you see it with the drone. You go up, you see a whole lot of green.
It's green, green,
It's
green.
green.
Even when you fly over Jamaica, especially eastern Jamaica, the amount of places that are just not inhabited, it's beautiful to see from the air.
Keep our finger crossed that, you know. My feeling is we should not go more into nature. We should, where we are already, build 3-4 stories, even 6 stories on an elevator, you know, make life easy and nice. But protect nature, plant trees, live in the garden, live in the park. Why not? You seem to enjoy it here.
I love it.
So I'm sure more people will. Probably can bend him over a bit.
So this is the long sad. Long sad's good, but the ones that I have are so sweet, it's actually too sweet for me to even enjoy.
Serious?
It gets so sweet in Asia, yeah. It's like a crazy candy.
I don't eat much sugar, I eat no sugar, only the fruits, but I do like sweet fruits. Yeah, black sapote is on the tree. This is a June plum, this is the big tree now.
The huge one with the white there?
Yeah. I had this in better order in the past, and then lack of manpower and strength, it's kind of thrown up, but I have spaces here where some special fruit trees can go, which I have in the nursery. So there will be slight improvement here in the near future, especially when I get some help, which I know I get.
Someday.
A couple people line up. And now I have an next problem again, but I'm gonna just empty it again.
Leave that for now. So black sapote tree, there's the leaf.
And look, all the young trees, all the seeds.
It's all kind of popping off new ones.
Yeah.
Trying to get some new ones.
And do you know why I don't go to the gym?
I can guess.
I have one here.
Jungle gym.
Yes.
Literally jungle gym.
And I have this idea about, in Switzerland we have this, it's called Vita Parkour. And it's a fitness trail in the woods that was designed by an insurance company. And it gives you all the different exercises that you do in exercise now. And I was thinking, like, if I can market that, have people come in nature, we do a tour a bit faster than you and I do it now, but you do a little chopping, you do a little digging hole to plant something, you do a couple trees climbing, at the end you carry up your fruits. That should be able to be marketed as a fitness trail.
Whoa, loud.
Cricket. Cicada, they call it.
Yeah.
Cicada, yeah.
I see some green ones up there. Oh, some big green ones.
They're always green.
Oh, okay, so when they're ripe they will be green.
Yes, just they turn from a brighter green to an army green.
Okay.
And it's kind of difficult. I'll show you when I come back down, hopefully with some. I'll show you what we're looking for.
Alright.
But you see now, this bamboo root have to be destroyed because it's coming over the tree and it will humbug it.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Oh. He's going for it. Jungle Jim. Now we're all the way down in the bottom of the valley here. You might be able to see behind me, you can just see the river. Now normally it's going to run super clean, but because there was a ton of rain in a short period last night, it kind of turns brown, but it's just sediment. It's nothing dirty, just not as clear as it usually is. So we'll have a walk down there after. Tom is way up there. Any luck?
Yes.
Yes. So there's one here. Looks kind of light green, so I don't know if that one's ready. And just want to thank everyone who's joined us on Patreon. It's the only way I can keep the channel going at this point, so I really appreciate anyone joining. So there's a free option, there's a couple paid options if you want to help me out and keep creating content. And thank you so much to everyone that's joined below. A whole bunch of extra cuts, longer edits, videos I never released, and I'm gonna start doing some exclusive videos too, so check the link down below. Huge bamboo thickets. Look at this. And then the river. Just see the river down that way.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah? Yes.
Monkey coming down.
Nice. No way. Whoa! Dude, you got him.
Yes, and see here. This is how you, let me see. This is, I think, too young.
Okay.
You see the difference how they lift off?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want to see. And they get a bit lighter.
Okay.
I don't know if you can really feel the difference much, but they kind of feel, this one might be okay too, because the stem pop out. It's a bit different to reap them at the end of the season.
I see.
They kind of ripe up. So we're gonna put them down, but when the stem pops out like this, it's usually a good sign.
Like raises off the thing, the fruit.
Like, yeah, and the stem pops out from inside the hole. There's no stem attached to the fruit.
Right on the inside.
That's
there.
usually a good sign.
There you go. Black sapote, finally.
Yeah. But when they don't bear, you still have a valuable lumber tree.
Okay, so that's
ebony wood comes from that family.
Gonna head back now, pack up the goods. We gotta remember that stem of banana too.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get, so look at the colors. Red, green, gold. We got it today.
Fun, yeah?
All right.
Always seems to work. And don't forget the purple. That's also
Oh yeah, we got the purple.
One.
Big perp. Couple snacks for the road. All right, so check out Tom down below. Fruitify the Islands. Rastafari Herbal Garden, I'm gonna link everything. And we're gonna do another trip just to a different part of the farm because every area has different things blooming and bearing at different times of the year. And we've only scratched the surface. So check back real soon for more with Sir Tom.